Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am pleased to welcome you all to the 2023 Small Business Expo. Welcome. As we all know, small businesses are critical in driving economic growth and creating new jobs. Therefore, we must continue to support and collaborate the entrepreneur spirit of our small business owners. Mayor Bowser has done that. Government support is critical in this regards, and we are fortunate to have Mayor Bowser's unwavering commitment to the small business community. Owning a small business for women is very challenging, and my team and I do our best to support other women. Excuse me. One of our main services to our community is providing a space for entrepreneur women to showcase their products. Excuse me. The opportunity for me to own my business property and to expand requires tremendous support. And as you know, there aren't many women who own their business properties. Mayor Bowser has provided my business with grants that can help me move forward. The FY23 Robust Grant is one of the many that helped lift some of the heavy expenses that held us back and prevented us from moving forward. Unfortunately, most businesses like ours are still recovering from the pandemic. Before I go, I would like to leave each of you with a quote from Ron Kaufman. Being a small business owner is like being a superhero. You have to be brave, innovative, and have a can-do attitude to succeed. It can be incredibly rewarding, but it also comes with its own set of unique challenges. Small business owners can significantly impact their local community if they receive the proper support, such as success of resources, mentorship, and financial assistance. And that is what the administration is trying to provide. On that note, it gives me a great pleasure to welcome Mayor Muriel Bowser.
Thank you. Well, thank you, Diana, for those lovely remarks. It's great to see our recipients here and to see all of you, and really great to be in our fantastic Central Library, the Martin Luther King Memorial Library. So I want to thank Ray's Gavlin and the entire team at DC Public Libraries. I want to acknowledge my team in the Department of Small and Local Businesses, led by Christy Whitfield. Give her a big round of applause. The Commissioner for our Department of Insurance Securities and Banking. I also want to acknowledge Commissioner Woods. Give her a big round of applause. And our Deputy Mayor for Planning and Economic Development, Keith Anderson, who has the awesome task of helping to lead DC government agencies that are focused on the economic vitality of our city, right? And we have been very, very successful in bringing our city back. Some of you will remember the days when people didn't want to move into our city or start businesses in our city or even to come to visit. But our steadfast investments in schools, in safety, but also in innovative programs that invest in our people who have bright ideas, who have talent, who are hardworking, and want to be a part of the prosperity that is Washington. That is the story of the district's renaissance, and it will also be the story of our long-term recovery from COVID. So we are here to celebrate small businesses, to answer questions, to talk to you about all of the programs and services that are available to DC residents and their businesses, and I think also to give out some more money. So I want to congratulate all the recipients of the Robust Retail Grants who are here today and standing with me. The Robust Retail Grant funds allow for increased marketing, inventory changes, and technology upgrades. And we are very proud to support these grantees. Christy told me when I was walking in that the grants closed in April, and here in the first week in June, those grants will be made. I mean, actual grants will be made, dollars in bank accounts. So that is the type of program that we're needing. So we're looking for ways for people to start and grow their businesses, and we've created an easy-to-use portal. I want to thank our team at Octo for their help with that. It's intuitive, interactive checklist that makes starting your business in DC a lot easier. It helps you track your progress throughout the process, and will send you alerts about new programs or check-ins that you need to make. We also need to help more people take a leap and finally start on that idea that's been circulating in their heads. We need them to take chances on hiring DC residents or investing in DC corridors. We need them to also think about our downtown. And many of you have locations one place. Maybe you want to start a location someplace else. Maybe it's in the downtown or in the high priority corridors that we're investing in Ward 7 and 8. It also means that you have to be advocates for making our economic recovery a priority in our city. And we're all advocates for smart budget investments right now. So I continue to urge you to talk to members of the council about supporting our strategic economic development investments in this year's budget. Will you do that? Yes. Who knows their council member? All right, make sure they know your priorities and what it means to be a business and a small business friendly city, and to make sure that the needs of small businesses aren't drowned out. The thing about tough budgets, and I'm going to be clear, we're going to face a few tough budgets over the next several years. It really makes it clear priority setting. And there are a lot of great programs, but not all of them will help in our economic recovery. The time to invest in starting businesses, hiring DC residents, growing businesses is now. So we have to prioritize that investment, even over some really great programs that don't do that. You know that. You make that decision in your own household. If I have constrained dollars, what am I going to do to make sure I can take care of the things that are going to help me grow or bring in more dollars? I'm not going to start doing something new. So that's the budget discussion that we're having right now. You've also heard the phrase, it takes money to make money, right? And that is what these investments represent in you. I'm not going to cut small business investments. Okay? I said I'm not. But make sure the council doesn't either. And I got to tell you right now, there's a cut on the table. So we got to make sure we're protecting small business investments, because the money that we invest in you're investing your own money, your sweat equity, and your talent, and you're going to turn that into more tax revenue for DC businesses. So we cannot cut the programs that allow us to grow. We also have in this budget a $10 million investment in the Vitality Fund. And what the Vitality Fund allows me to do is to say to people like you and larger businesses that are hiring DC residents, you want to come to DC, not to North Carolina, not to Ohio, not to Texas. And we have to compete with those jurisdictions in addition to Maryland and Virginia to bring in new companies. We also want to continue to invest $3 million in great streets. We've had a number of events making investments in great streets. Would it make any sense to take $3 million out of great streets? No. Call your council members. It's on the table. I just got to tell you. And nobody's really advocating for keeping it in. Food Access Fund. How many of you are food businesses? This has been one of the most successful grant programs that I've created in my tenure, because it is focused on how we close food deserts across the District of Columbia. I don't know about you, but one thing that people like about their neighborhoods is how close they are to good food. They can walk, they can take a short drive, they can have food delivered in a short amount of time. It's nutritious, it's interesting, they meet friends and family at these locations, and that's what this Food Access Fund has allowed us to do in corridors that haven't had those outlets. So we want to keep investing in food, especially in Ward 7. We're going to use this fund to get a retailer that we all know and love to finally open a grocery store in Ward 7. So we're going to keep pushing on that. So let's keep finding ways to support our businesses. I'm proud in 8 years that we've almost tripled our CBE spend using our $20 billion with you. I've exceeded our goal. We've now spent $1.1 billion. When I became mayor, we were spending $300 million in CBEs. We've recently completed a disparity study, so we know there's more work to do to diversify the district's spending with minority businesses, with women, and with DC businesses. So I'm counting on you. Are you going to be with me? So keep coming up with the big ideas. I tell our team, and you know this well, Keith, our job is to create opportunities, and your job is to go and get them. So I'm glad that you're here. I'm interested in hearing your big ideas, and I want you to know that my administration is here to stand shoulder to shoulder with you to bring those ideas to life. So with that, you're going to hear from our team, starting with the Deputy Mayor, followed by Commissioner Woods, Christy Whitfield, and our host, Rich Reyes-Gavlin. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Good morning, everyone. Again, Keith Anderson, Interim Deputy Mayor for Planning and Economic Development, and I cannot tell you how happy I am to be at the MLK Library in downtown D.C. with all of you. As you all know, Washington, D.C. is a city of comebacks. And Mayor Bowser's D.C. comeback plan can only succeed when we have opportunity-rich neighborhoods, successful businesses, and a city where people choose to live, work, play, and thrive. And looking at the number of people here today and those who have signed up to take part of Small Business Week provides proof that entrepreneurship, job creation, and economic development is alive and well in Washington, D.C. There are more than 70,000 small businesses in D.C., and we know that they thrive when they're supported. That's why this week is all about highlighting the success of our many programs designed at leveling the playing field and give our D.C. entrepreneurs and small business owners a much-needed leg up in the business ladder. That's right. So DMPED is seeking to put, as the mayor mentioned, an additional $3 million in the budget on top of the $7 million for the Great Streets and Small Business Fund. That's right. This multi-year program has supported hundreds of small retail businesses throughout D.C. with capital improvements grants of up to $80,000. Small businesses like Olivia, a specialized food manufacturer based here in D.C., have taken advantage of additional programs like DMPED's Inclusive Innovation Equity Impact Fund, created to give entrepreneurs access to capital, which is hugely important. Fund manager 1863 Ventures has selected 21 local companies to receive $2.5 million of investment since the program launched in the fall of 2021. And more investments are coming. Applications are currently under review for an additional $1.8 million, so please keep that in mind. The mayor's comeback budget also includes $6 million in our commercial property acquisition fund for qualified economically disadvantaged businesses to purchase real estate here in the District of Columbia so your business can remain in the District of Columbia. And that fund will give you up to 25% of the purchase of your property up to $750,000. But our work is not done. The Bowser administration is urging the council, as you heard the mayor say, to restore the proposed funding to fund the Food Access Fund. These grants are vital in underserved communities as they increase equitable access to fresh, healthy, and affordable food. This money secures grocery stores and restaurants by supporting existing small businesses and attracting new ones. The Bowser administration wants the council to know that funding like this that allows small businesses to prosper is essential. I encourage all of you to visit DMPED.dc.gov, again that's DMPED.dc.gov, to discover our range of resources to help your business. The District of Columbia and our partners are here to support local businesses, and I want to thank you all for working together and partnering with us to lay out a vision for our city, rooted in equity and growth. Thank you. And with that, we'll have Commissioner Karima Woods.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. Good morning to all. I am Karima Woods, Commissioner for the D.C. Department of Insurance, Securities, and Banking, and it is truly an honor to be here with you all this morning. Welcome to all of our entrepreneurs and small business owners. Congratulations to all of the grantees here, and we're truly excited. This is National Small Business Week. The mayor is presenting this Business Expo to ensure your financial success as entrepreneurs and as small business owners. So we've designed a set of panel discussions. We have one-on-one consultations. This morning I saw the long line on the 4th floor, many of you getting that one-on-one support. We also have technology training and technology demonstrations, a whole host of opportunities to support you and your growth and development here in the District of Columbia. None of this would be possible if it weren't for our mayor, and so thank you, Mayor, for your vision and for ensuring that we as district government agencies provide the necessary resources to support our entrepreneurs and small businesses here in the District of Columbia. Also want to thank Deputy Mayor Anderson and also my fellow directors here today for your partnership and helping to put together today's event. There are a number of event partners, and I want to just highlight Director Whitfield and her team for their amazing work. I also want to thank the Executive Director, Richard Reyes-Gavilan. Last year we were here for the Expo. We're here again this year, and we look forward to coming again next year. So thank you. And lastly, I just want to thank all of our speakers, all of our consultants and staff for helping to put together this event. Special thanks to the DSB team. Special thanks to Aaron Fenwick, who is the head of our DC BizCap program. Thank you all for your talent and your expertise. A little bit about the department. Some of you may be familiar with who we are and even wondering who are they and why are they here today. We are the district's financial regulator, but more importantly, we also support the mayor's vision around making sure our residents and small business owners have the financial education and empowerment that they need to be successful. And so you'll find in today's workshops that there are a lot of discussions around what you need as business owners to make sure that you're financially successful. So please come to our website, disb.dc.gov, to learn more. Another important aspect of why we are here today is because we support the Mayor's Comeback Plan. There are many ways in which we support that plan, but in particular we support it through our DC BizCap program. This program is designed to provide access to capital for DC entrepreneurs and small businesses. Since the inception of the program, we have provided over $18.2 million in loan support, and that has helped to create over 2,000 jobs here in the district. Yes. And we look forward to doing even more with the DC BizCap program in the years to come. I know well over 83% of the businesses that have taken advantage of the program are minority and women-owned businesses. We have some of the business awardees here in the audience today, so thank you for joining us. I do want to encourage you to get information about the BizCap program. If you're not familiar with it, there are a number of businesses that have taken advantage of it, and we encourage many of you to also look at and consider this program. Again, welcome. Thank you for being here. Make sure you network, grab those business cards, do everything that you need to ensure your success as a business owner. Thank you. Next, we will hear from Director Christy Whitfield.
Hello. All right now. Yes, indeed. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Mayor Bowser. Thank you, Deputy Mayor Anderson. Thank you, Commissioner Woods. Thank you, Director Reyes-Gavilan. Your unwavering support has made this event possible today, and so I want to say thank you so very much for bringing this together, and then a special thanks for all of our teams whose intense collaboration was necessary to make today a success. My name is Christy Whitfield, and it is my honor to serve Mayor Bowser as the Director of the Department of Small and Local Business Development. Happy Small Business Week, DC! Come on! So our mission at DSLBD is to help small businesses thrive, right? We continue to raise the bar in supporting our local economy. We want to uphold the work of local makers, retailers, we advocate for CBEs. Wherever you are in your business model, we want to meet you where you are, and we're going to take you to the next step. We have a bunch of programs that I hope you all have heard of. Our Equity Impact Enterprise program, our Aspire program for returning citizens, our Dream Pitch program for businesses east of the river, our Main Street programs across every ward in this city, the Food Waste Innovation Program, the Apex Accelerator Program, and to my team, if I forgot to mention your program, I'm very sorry, and it's very important. You know, we know that running small business takes work, and we're here to help you. It's as simple as that. Every step of the way, and not just the clean, shiny steps of the way. We're here to help you on the things that you don't want to put on Instagram and social media, right? And what might that be? That could be back office. Yeah, so I heard somebody on back office. Yeah, that could be getting your past performance up. That could be access to credit. That could be clean hands. We know. So when I say that my team and I are here for you, we're here for you for real with the real issues that you address every day. You know, many of you know this. I'm an entrepreneur. I have made the tough decisions that you make every day. Which vendor am I going to pay? How am I going to manage my receivables? How am I going to juggle reality so I can make payroll? So DSLBD is not here to judge you. We're here to help you. And we're here to help the real you. We know what you have to do to get it done. And I want you all to know that on your toughest day, you are still an inspiration for people who were too afraid to try to even do what you're doing. Right? Okay. You know? I want you to know that every disappointment is an opportunity to make your business and yourself stronger. I want you to know, and hear me clearly on this, there is no shame in accepting help. Nobody does it alone, right? And so, because of that, we all need to be invested in the success of our business community. When our businesses thrive, our economy thrives, our neighborhood thrives, our city thrives. You know, I want to thank Mayor Bowser for her continued support of DSLBD and the $21.6 million that she's invested in the DSLBD budget for next year. Give it up for that. Don't let them cut our budget, y'all. Don't let them cut our budget. We want to encourage council to pass the mayor's budget as is, because she's done the work, and we're here to do that work on her behalf. Now, as the mayor mentioned, and we have some of our 100 grantees from the Robust Retail standing behind me. Congratulations. Good to see you all. We know that our mayor knows that our businesses need help, and they need help right now. This mayor knows that time is money, and you all can't afford to wait for that help. And so providing aid quickly is an important part of the help, because waiting for help sometimes is that period where the worst things can happen, right? And so one of the things that makes me the proudest about the Robust Retail Grant is that this grant closed, as the mayor said, on April 10th. And by the end of Small Business Week, 90% of the people will have that money in their bank accounts. Right? So, not that anyone's counting, Mayor, but you know I'm always counting. And that's 25 days from hitting submit to having money dispersed. And that's what this administration is about. That doesn't happen by accident. My commercial revitalization team ran these grants, and I want to put a special shout out to Virginia Marie. Where's Virginia Marie? Where's Virginia Marie? She's probably working. She's probably working together. I also want to say, and Mayor Bowser has heard me say this, Deputy Mayor Anderson has heard me say this many times. It's not realistic to build your business on grants, right? I know that's the bad news of it, right? But that's why you're here today. You're here to learn about opportunities. You're here to make connections. You're here to close deals. So my job right now is to get out of the way of progress and let you all go do those things, have a great expo, and as my team reminds me, I say all the time, go get that money. Thank you all.
Good morning, folks. I'll be real short. My name is Rich Reyes-Gavilan. I'm the Executive Director of the D.C. Public Library, and I'm very happy to have you all here at the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial Library today. The mayor talks about bringing downtown back, and this building, I think, is the nucleus around which downtown is coming back, at least culturally and from an innovation standpoint. Mayor, we're at between 50 and 60,000 visitors per month in this building now. And that's good for all downtown business. So we are thrilled to be working here again with DSLBD and DISB on the DC Business Expo. Commissioner Woods said this is the second year that we're doing it, and we hope to do it for many, many years to come. If you don't know a lot about DC Public Library, you might be wondering, why are we here in a library? You know, what role do libraries play in the small business or entrepreneurship ecosystem? But you're in the right place to find out. We are, first of all, libraries are the original co-working space. I've been saying that for a long time. When WeWork came out, I was like, we've been doing this forever. So, in a building like this, and frankly in buildings all over town, we've got consultation rooms and conference spaces and meeting rooms and access to good coffee in this building in particular. And all this, for the most part, is free. So we want to make sure that you're using the physical infrastructure that the mayor is providing for us all around D.C. And that's something that I'm really excited about providing here, especially in this building. We're also a relentless partner with government agencies and nonprofits to offer residents one-on-one technical assistance, consultations with experts about starting and running businesses. I see Director Whitfield all the time. We work together. It's very seamless. And the library is the great sort of frictionless space for everyone to come together and work on these types of things. The library also has a really phenomenal virtual presence. I'm not sure how many of you know what you can find on dclibrary.org. It's not just ebooks. It's not just movies. We've got fantastic databases like Gale Business. It provides great online resources for entrepreneurship and business plan development. Reference Solutions has a tremendous amount of market data. LinkedIn Learning has not only stuff on business strategy, but great on soft skills too. Public speaking, communication, time management. So all these resources, we use government tax dollars, we invest in them, and they're available to you all for free. So please, when you get home, take a look at some of that stuff. The Expo is going to end at some point today, but this building will reopen tomorrow. So we invite you back, and our resources are all available 24/7. dclibrary.org. You could spend a lot of time there, and I really encourage you to do that and come back and learn more. So thanks again for coming. Mayor, thanks for everything you're doing, and we appreciate it.
Okay, thank you, everybody. We'll see your resources. I think there are going to be additional activities in this room, and we'll see you out there. Bye-bye.